Yeah, hello everyone. It's been a long while. Not sure if everything works. I literally just tried to set it up as quickly as possible to go into this race and see how it goes. If there's any issues, let me know. Yeah, it's fixed setup anyways. I don't have a automatic setup cover yet. Okay, so I'm using this. Yeah, against Alex it's gonna be hard, and then let's see. Problem is I didn't do any warm-up today. Just jumped into it cold. Yep, the rare stream. Maybe only today and never again. months, maybe a year. Nah, let's see. I mean, I never know how my schedule will be next year as well with esports, so no idea how my streaming schedule will keep on. If it's gonna keep on, how much I'm gonna stream, absolutely no idea. I wanna pick it up a little bit again, as much as I can. Yeah, we'll see. Thank you for the sub, dude. You got some faith in me. Okay, let's do a lap without an object. Okay, I'll change that. Session feels like it is insane grip. Insane grip. Is it the tire model or just good weather? Okay. I mean, it wasn't a fast lap. I've seen mid to low 54s. But okay, take it. Okay, car a little more quieter. I think that should be good. Yeah. Well, welcome back to you all as well. Ah, Hon Le Masurian. Wow, the times are crazy close. Yeah, that's Dirk, the one from the YouTube videos. Here. All of the real life cup drivers are driving right now. Should have gone a little bit sooner on throttle out of the last corner and it would have been pole. But let's see, maybe with a good start I can already get him. Yeah, they're good because you get an insight that you don't really ever get. He's basically the only one that really does this kind of things. And he's doing a good job at it. It secures him drives because I don't think he has like 100% the financial backing without doing social media. So pretty good. I am still running exactly the same, yeah. Same. Uh, I think yesterday I checked, I got like 170 frames, but I can check right now as well what I have while driving the race. Setup should be in. Do this. On the grid I have 150 frames right now.
The estimated strength of field is 4,302.
4.3k soft. I mean, the 3080 is quite old already, right? Maybe I have to... I think, well, so far so good. But I think in like 2 or 3, maybe 2 years I probably have to upgrade the PC. Watching mid-pack Yuri. That's what I'm here for. I don't deliver like fun content like Yuri, but I hopefully deliver some top of the pack racing. Nah, but I'm still quite off from like really fast people. Like Thomas Ronha, for example, he gaps me easily. So yeah, I have to figure out how to drive this iRacing. Not a good start. One Smurf. Always these Smurf account drivers. But yeah, it's crazy, right? 14 years old. It's insane how many young people there are nowadays. Crushing lap times. iRacing netcode is still the worst it has ever been. Nothing new. I don't know, like, do people just have too much money nowadays to, like, pay an iRacing subscription, buy all the cars on their main account and then also on their second account? Like, make a Smurf account with having to pay hundreds of euros again? I don't get that. the ideal line. Yo, Timothy. Early, yes. I always wake up early and drive. My driving time is always in the morning. I rarely drive in the or like not at all in the evening, in the afternoon mostly. Oh, he's so slow under braking. Hey Pablo, what's up? I have to overtake, he's so slow right now. New Porsche Cup is by far the best car in iRacing. Like they finally cooked something. Oh no, dive. I have no idea what they changed. I don't know if they have a different tire model compared to all the other cars on this car. No idea. Oh no. I need to get into the draft. This could already get tricky into the last turn now. Not that bad. After the fix 2 days ago, it doesn't jump around that much anymore. And I think the real life cup cars are also quite bouncy, so yeah. Joey! What's up? Long time no see. How are you? Okay. Well, the GT4 tire, they apparently put the GT3 tires on the GT4, but the GT4s drive absolute trash. Like, that's the worst ever. GT4s were very fun before the last big update to them. Now they're really bad. Also very much depends on the track. Like some tracks the car is fine and drives really well, and on other tracks it's undrivable. Christmas vacation from today on the 7th. Nice vacation. Are you going somewhere or staying home? Yeah, all going well. Cannot complain too much. Except of the typical esports not having a schedule complaints. But that's just part of life nowadays. Or not even nowadays, always has been. Nice, sounds good. Yeah, I'm also not doing anything, staying home. My girlfriend has to work anyway, so won't do much. Well, I will do much. Hopefully I'll do some streaming now, since I have time. Man. Is he going for it? No. Still gotta figure out how to drive that left-hander correctly. Such a hard corner. Finally figuring it out a little bit. Definitely some better driving than yesterday already. Hey, also long time no see. Welcome back. Oh, dive. Doing well. Finally some good old Porsche Cup on iRacing again. It's been a long while. When was the last time I drove Porsche Cup on iRacing, like with streaming? Was it like 3 years ago? Must be. I think it was 21 or something when I last drove Porsche Cup, streaming and all of that. '21 or '22? Not sure. Funny thing is, 2 days ago, so yesterday? I think yesterday, or 2 days ago, they had a patch where they already reduced the transmission whine frequency, because it was quite loud in the beginning when they released this car, which was, in my opinion, very realistic, but apparently it's too much for the sim when you have headphones on and so on, because in the real car you would have a helmet on, and so it wouldn't be that bad for you. Or that loud, but yeah, it sounds great. That's the sound of a Porsche, in my opinion. Porsche race car sounds is always just a lot of transmission whine. I highly recommend. Don't you have the older Porsche Cup car? Because then this one here is for free, actually. But I must say, this is by far, not even comparable, the best car on iRacing right now. This car is actually the first car on iRacing that feels like a race car. How it's supposed to be driven. Me saying that as a certified iRacing hater since I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Yo, Dennis. Time to concentrate for the last 4 laps to not get overtaken. Yeah, I've been a certified iRacing hater for very long. This car's just, all of the cars across the board just feel like absolute dog shit on this game. And it's simply because of the tires, nothing else. Oh man. draft is just too strong in these cars. It's crazy. Gonna launch it into turn 1. I thought of it. Oh no. Yo, George. Okay, next defense. Understeer. This is gonna get Yeah, close. Of course.
It's over.
It was open. Well, I left it open. I mean, he overshot, but yeah, I left it open. Should have completely closed. It is what it is. Can you see that? Wait. How can I show iRacing UI? Window capture iRacing UI. Um, oh, I guess. 5 iRating. You. Yo, Max. Thanks, Sam. Okay, we go into open. Ah, I wanted to use my other phone for chat now. Charged. Oh no, it's not because it's not plugged into a fucking working power outlet. See. Oh. Okay, now I gotta always remember to hide this up. I guess like this. Garage. Looks good. Okay. Still one of the best photos we have. Wait, I can maybe take it over. iRacing. I dock save. Okay. Dr. Swank, thank you for the raid. Hope you had some good racing. Also Porsche Cup or something else? Feel like we need an updated version of that photo soon. How old is this now? 2.5 years? Almost 3? Almost 3. Let's change into quiet lobby. Who the fuck is Sam Jonas Hammerstedt right now? Must be a Smurf with this time. How far can you actually go off before you get a slowdown? Ah, okay. You would not be able to get a black flag like this. But does this work? Okay. Oh. Too much speed. Okay, interesting. That never happened before. Moin, Paul. Okay, you also can't make it back here. What's the time gain if I actually were back here? Moin, Yannick. Okay, let's see how much that gained out of the last turn. How much I'm losing now. Oof, a lot. Almost a tenth. You pretty much have to do that. Because the first lap is too slow anyways. I mean, is it? Why would it be producible? Like, it doesn't even give you an off track, so I guess it would be considered part of the track by any rulebooks ever. So there's no off track, there's no slowdown, so for me that means it's part of the track. You can also get a ban for it, really. Yeah, then maybe I should stop doing that. Why don't they put off tracks then? Makes no sense. Ah, okay. Yeah, then I guess you shouldn't use it here. But yeah, it's the same on Sebring, Silverstone last corner, I think. I think there it's the same. Although I think you get an off track there. But yeah, not entirely sure. What do you think of Le Mans Ultimate? I haven't tested, well, I only have driven GT3, never the LMDHs, but the LMDHs are, I think, bad anyways. From how I see how they have to be driven, it's only drifting. The GT3s I very, very much like. I think the GT3s are one of the best sim physics in all the sim racing games we have right now. It's really good. LMU, the GT3 on iRacing are absolutely trash. They have nothing, in my opinion, nothing to do how you have to drive a car in real life. And because I'm someone who says I don't need to drive a car that drives like real life, as long as it's fun. And iRacing is just not fun. The GT3s and so on. So LMU by far better, by far. Yeah, last year as well, because when I did PES qualifier, I think 2 years ago, also some people got banned for it. So guess people don't learn. Honestly, I had quite some fun driving the GT3s in Rennsport. The thing is though, when you jump from any good sim into Rennsport, it will feel very strange at the beginning how you have to drive and how the cars handle. Like the first hour feels very very strange, and then once you figured it out, in my opinion, it's a lot of fun. I'm not paid to say it, but once you're in with the physics of Rennsport, it's actually fun to drive. Yeah, I don't know. Morat says that with everything about iRacing, but I just don't. I can't agree. I've driven. I mean, he also has driven GT4's IRL, and it's like not even close. It's really unnecessary now, yes, because they use very much high downforce setups that make it insanely understeery for, I guess, the console players to use easily. But yeah, it's not good. Let's not forget ourselves about that. It's definitely not great, not better than anything else we have right now in sim racing. So yeah. But that's the thing. Like if you are just used to one sim, you'll get used to the driving, and then that driving is just normal to you. And when you then go into any other sim that obviously drives different, will feel weird. It's always like that. Because iRacing and LMU have a completely different need of driving style. iRacing is very conservative, very easy, very chill because you cannot over push the tires. Whereas on LMU you can push a lot, of course, which I feel like is a bit more realistic to be able to push the car a lot more. Which honestly now the Cup car on iRacing does. You can push it, you can slide it a little bit, you can power slide out of corners, and it's fine. So if all cars were like that on iRacing, then iRacing would be the best because iRacing I feel like simulates everything around the car better than most sims, like suspension, like just everything how the car handles and works in general is very good on iRacing. It's literally just the tires that are fucked up on iRacing since years that they can't seem to fix. But we're talking about this literally almost every single day. It's getting tired at some point, but yeah. I mean, there's new updates coming out every single time where you can at least compare a bit, but yeah. It is what it is. Um, can I actually just load setups? Like when I don't think I have to use my dock saver, do I? Garage? Yeah, it's just the kph, tire pressure. So I can just load setups without having to open this all the time. But LMU, you can slide, yes. The tires and everything allows sliding, but sliding is just slow on LMU. You don't want to slide. That's what I always don't get when people say, oh, so much sliding. Yes, there's more sliding than on iRacing, of course, because iRacing, every little slide is game over. But in real life, you do slide at least a little bit out of corners, power slides and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what you also do on LMU. Yeah, that's but this 100% and not 100% topic is just yeah invalid for every single sim, to be honest, because it depends what 100% is simulated for. If iRacing's 100% simulates 200 bars of braking pressure, then of course you never want to push 100% because that's just too much. In a real life car you also never push 100%. 100% doesn't exist in a real life car. In a real life car you want to push 80, 90, 100, maybe slightly over that bars of pressure. And when iRacing's 50% brake pressure is 100 bars, then yeah, you don't brake 100%. But if LMU simulates 100 bars of pressure at 100%, then yes, you do press 100% at the beginning of the braking zone and then you trail off. So it's just what each sim has set as 100% in their game. Will we find the Cup car? Best car on iRacing. Easily. Let me rephrase the only car on iRacing, because everything else doesn't drive like a car. But I also never brake 100% in LMU. You just destroy your tires if you do that. I mostly brake peak performance, maybe very, very shortly in a qualifying 100%, and then usually I just brake 90% in a race. Back in the days, yeah, when I tested the car, it felt realistic, like, in general. But then once you actually had to push the car and drive with the iRacing tires also fucked it a little bit. But the general feeling of the car, how it handled in the LMP3 was quite good, yeah. No idea how it's now. That was, I don't know, also like 3 years ago. Rears are sliding too much. I think I overdid it, warming up. Annoying. The last corner maybe a little bit still. P2 once again. Nah, they use their own developed stuff. I mean, F1 drivers don't use public mods, I'm pretty sure. Or they have public mods, but then slapped on their own physics with their engineers and stuff. I mean, even for sprint races, like if you on LMU drive a 45-minute race, which I still consider a sprint race compared to all the I don't know how many hour races on LMU. There's still a significant difference between driving aggressive, always 100% in the braking, also steering input, compared to easing into the brakes or not using 100%. Makes a huge difference in time, even in a 30, 40-minute race. What sim would I use to prep for IRL? Oh, I mean, depends which car, depends which series, which car, which track. I used to prepare most on race room a lot back in the days because they had a lot of the German tracks. I also prepared on iRacing with the LMP3, for example. I tried R Factor. I basically did everything. Everything where I felt like, hey, the track here is really good, or yeah, the car is better here. So across my real life racing career, I basically used every sim, just dependent on the track, how good or bad it was, and the car, how good and bad it was. I haven't read everything, so what is his problem? Uh, Yeah, on LMU, it's just very important how you put this last percentage of brake into a corner. I felt like when you can hold 5 to maybe 10% into the corner, if you're slightly over that, bad. If you're like below that, bad. It's just very important how you drive with like a little bit of brake pressure still into the corner is what gains you a lot of time on LMU. And then for a qualifying lap, yes, I agree, 100% should be faster because you heat up the tires faster and all of that. But even for just a 15, 20-minute race, I feel like you don't want to hit 100%. Maybe it was easier for you to get on pace quicker with just hitting 100% because you don't have to find the exact right way for you because it's just easier to get them to 100%. But yeah, usually it should not be faster over a whole race. Even for heavy braking zones, yeah. How do you find the LMU DR system compared to iRacing? I miss having a number on LMU. Like on iRacing, having this exact number is quite nice for bragging rights and everything, you know.
The estimated
But
SOS
otherwise, I feel like the LMU system is exactly the same. It just put a different graphic over it. It's literally exactly the same. Good start. Hey, silence. More stream, hell yeah. We are back. Let's see for how long. Thank you for the bits. No, Max still is. I think I'm not far off though, like maybe 100 iRating maybe. So yeah, it's a push to be the best rated mouse driver. Guess that's the only thing that's important in life. And will make contract negotiations a lot better, of course. Max just doesn't hate every sim, he also hates everything in life. Feeling for me. Feeling in the steering wheel, general feeling, yeah. It's just feeling for me in the steering wheel. Sound as well. When the car starts to bog down a little bit while braking, I feel like I'm way too much into the ABS, tires start to lock. And then also just the pure braking performance, like if you feel like the car doesn't decelerate as much, so it's also visual. Like if I can really see if I'm braking too much, that the car is not slowing down too much because I'm too much into the ABS. Those are all just, everything plays part. Feeling, visual, sound. So yeah, and then it's basically practice to know how much each corner, and then you apply that over and over again. And then in a race, when you have to defend or stuff like that, you have to obviously play a little bit with it and find the right way. But yeah, that's how you find it. Practice, and then just a lot of feeling, visually, sound, everything. I'm using the next gen FFB, but honestly, I don't feel any difference. iRacing. For me, it has always been iRacing that takes the longest to get used to. And for me, that's simply due to the tires, because they don't behave like you would expect tires to behave. Like sometimes you turn in, you have the grip, sometimes you turn in, you don't have the grip, and it's just a lot of times a lottery with... Yeah, it has been everything except of this new Porsche Cup car where I quite quickly felt comfortable. Morning, Nicholas. Because it was also the first time actually I was able to use what I had learned in the real life Porsche Cup, and was immediately able to put it to use on iRacing. That has never happened before. Ich glaube, ich muss mal einen Command im Stream machen. Bestes Auto, mit Abstand. Oi. Just all of a sudden understeer. Braking at the exact same point, doing exactly the same, and boom, no apex. Ich finde, dass er gar nicht so viel springt. Also klar springt er ein bisschen mehr als so ein GT3, aber das liegt einfach daran, weil es ein Cup Porsche ist, der einfach ein bisschen weicher aufgesetzt ist. Aber ich finde es jetzt nicht übermäßig stark. Vor allem halt jetzt nach dem Update vor ein paar Tagen. Okay, wann hast du denn getestet? Vor dem Update oder nach dem Update? Weil der Unterschied ist echt groß vor und nach dem Update. Vor dem Update, ja. Probier nochmal, ist ganz anders jetzt. I was like, yeah, everyone is so far behind me now. What happened? Hairpin, someone didn't break or what? Oh, that was smooth. Yeah, back in 2021. Finally. Like for the first time also it feels like on iRacing all the good drivers are coming out again to drive in the normal daily races. Good fun. I feel like I lose so much time in that corner every single lap. Feels like I have so much more grip compared to yesterday. I think I'm steering different compared to yesterday. I feel like I turned the wheel too much, especially in this corner onto this straight. Nice, I think that's actually my first win of the week.
You won. You deserve that win. Well done.
Whew. Yeah, P1. Someone want to see something? What joined me during the race? It's getting quite warm there. Little cat. So, result. Hello. Nah, my wheel is high enough. Like even if she stands there and gets comfortable, then I barely can hit her, so it's all good. But it's really way too warm when racing. While practicing, it's fine, but while racing, my God. Then take it. We go next. Okay, if you have a big dog, then it's difficult. But even with a small dog, because my cat is very small, doesn't grow anymore. So if she was like a normal sized cat, that would probably already be too big. Okay, need to open some windows. Oh, I can also place you here so that people can see you. All right, BRB. Let's see. Streaming phone should have battery now. Good. Wait, am I stupid? Was the iRacing UI visible this whole race last time? No, right? Because right now it's over the game. Or does it go behind the game when I'm tapped in? Let's see, I tap in. Oh, it's still in front of the game. Huh? Don't tell me last race you all saw the iRacing UI the whole time. Sure not, right? Okay, good. Weird. Strange, strange, strange. Okay, let me set up my other phone. What's the story behind your desktop wallpaper? It's not my desktop wallpaper, it's just a background for the stream. Um, Wait, let me... This one. Because Max and Yuri were playing FIFA in Saudi when we were at the Esports World Cup. And they were screaming to the top of their lungs. Like you can see in the background, this was like hospitality for all of the esports teams. So you had the, I don't know, Counter-Strike players there. You had the League of Legends players there, all in one room. And Max and Yuri were screaming the whole place. And I was in the middle. So yeah, that's the story. That's true. You have to scream while playing FIFA. That's the rule. Okay. Yeah. I only, well, for the last 3 years, I only played Rennsport. Okay. All set. Good question. Who won? I don't know. I would probably guess Max. I think Yuri was terrible at FIFA. Didn't really know what was going on. Ah, I see. There's also some YouTube comments. I still, for all the YouTube viewers, I still don't know how I can put, because I'm having chat on my phone, and I only know how to open the Twitch chat. I can, because I don't know how to have two apps open at the same time. I could maybe I had my iPad, I could open 2 apps at the same time. So I might have to charge my iPad again and use that for my Twitch chat or for my stream chat. Because I'm sorry to all the YouTube viewers, I just see there's quite some chatting going on. I don't have access to my YouTube chat while driving. Unless someone can tell me a good app on either Android or iOS where I can have a stream chat that takes both YouTube and Twitch together. Or is it possible to have both on my phone? I don't think so. Can you open 2 things at the same time? Floating windows. Tap to open a floating window. Maybe. Maybe? Okay. See. I only have one monitor, unfortunately. Floating window. YouTube doesn't work, but why does Twitch work? Twitch? Okay. Then I open YouTube. Okay. Now I have both. But now the Twitch chat is smaller than the YouTube chat. But it's overlaid. Fuck. Does an Android person know if you can open 2 apps at the same time, like stacked on top of each other, like that splits in between? Any Android frogs? I only use iOS. I have it. I actually have it. No fucking way. I have iRacing full screen mode, yeah. But now I only see one line of Twitch chat. Huh. So now I need an app where I only see Twitch chat. Phew. Do I have an app like that? I have to do that. Hopefully I think about it today. But in the meantime, I'm sorry to all the YouTube viewers. I appreciate you all a lot, but I cannot read YouTube chat while driving. I can see it when I'm tapped out and now talking like this, then I see all the chats, but while driving, fortunately I can't at the moment. See settings, graphics, display, full screen on. Yeah, I have to find something for my chat. Five minutes until the next race. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Because the plan is to stream a bit more, then hopefully out of the streams also make a little bit of YouTube. Like, let's say there was a really exciting race, then like I did back in the days when I was streaming a lot. I had a really good Porsche Cup race or whatever, and I uploaded that to YouTube, and apparently people loved it. Like all of those videos have quite some views, and they still reckon quite some views. So I'll probably end up doing that again. Oh. Oh, you don't like the background? There you go. This new Porsche Cup is bringing me back, yes. It actually does. Back in the days, Porsche Cup was the only thing that kept me alive on iRacing. It's now it's bringing me back, so yeah. Always has been the best car on iRacing. Okay, let me try a new line. Not here, but here. Okay, no. But there is a way to cut the curbs and not bouncing, actually gaining a lot of time. Not a lot of time, but some time. I was driving some Ringmeister, yeah. GT4 Ringmeister is always good fun. And I think next week is also GT4 Ringmeister, but I'll probably be doing Porsche Cup. Yeah, week 13 even yesterday, first splits in the morning had 6k already. That was insane. Never seen that in years of iRacing, that there like so many people were just keen on driving this car and the new series. It's been a while since we had that on iRacing, because back in the days, like new Porsche Cup when it came out, I don't know how many years ago, or like the first Porsche Cup, that was the most fun times on iRacing, because everyone just got back into it, driving daily races. You had good races with insanely good drivers. It was good fun, yeah. And I feel like it's happening again. Although most of the good guys that I know from back in the days are, yeah, not really driving too much daily races anymore, or not at all. But yeah, lots of new guys to get to know. Spa is gonna be crazy, yeah, with the draft. I mean, even here, you barely have any straights, but the draft, well, you do have straights, but just cannot drive away in this car. No chance. I feel like now also with like TC and ABS now, I feel like this car now, even though people enjoyed and loved the old car, but had struggled with no ABS, no TC. I feel like people are enjoying this car now a lot more because it also gives you TC and ABS, so a little bit more safety, a little bit easier to drive. So yeah. Le Mans same week as Daytona 24. Yeah. Although Le Mans is, this car, I don't know. This is not racing, it's literally just drafting. Yuri, when are you joining? I wanna beat your ass. Hoppa. I'll skip Daytona 24 because there's no pickup. Might join next. Perfect. But yeah, I guess no one is gonna be driving Porsche Cup that week, so everyone will be on Daytona. Same track anyways, only draft. In these last two races, I had grip on the track. Now, the track is dusty. The guy in front puts a lot of dust into the air. Now there's no grip anymore. Who's it? I don't know any names anymore. It's crazy. They're probably as fast as I am, maybe even faster. I have no idea anymore. I don't know anyone on iRacing anymore. Okay, rear tires are warm. coin buried. Ah. Left-hander. Start of the lap or what? That was a really good lap, I think. Guys, I don't know if you've seen it, but I even have the skin. That a viewer made for me once. For my helmet design. Fucking beautiful. What the skin? The cat is back on my lap, yeah. So it probably gained me the time. Passwords to everything. iRacing, Twitch, YouTube. I think it was a pretty good lap. I cannot complain with that. Accurate password. Ooh, my first pole. What do I do from here? Why does the new iRacing always select someone else? I just want to stay with my car, not anyone else.
The estimated strength of field is 4,164.
4.1k only. Ha. Slowly but surely getting better at it. Getting the feeling back for how to drive here. It's crazy. Race by race, better. Still got it. Well, but to be honest, if like some really fast guys would sign up for this race now, I'd probably be looking not as fast as I'm looking right now. Half a second slower than Thomas right now. Goodbye. What is trolling? What is that iRacing term? What does it stand for? Like very high wing or very low wing? Eight or nine? Why would 8 or 9 be troll? I mean, very low I could see as trolling, because you could defend in the corners like crazy and then just drive away on the straight every single time. But I feel like 8 or 9 is probably the wing you want to have on this track. Maybe lower. Sliding. So is he gonna attack? No, yes. I think back in the days when I was driving the Porsche Cup, so not with the current physics it has, I don't know. I liked it a lot because of no ABS and no TC. I always liked this a lot about the Porsche Cup. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, this one here is also really, really fun. It's been too long since I've driven the old Porsche Cup and can't really say what was more fun. I don't have a regular streaming. My regular streaming schedule looks like, yeah, black screen, no stream whatsoever. Hello, brakes, front tires. But if I had a streaming schedule, it would probably be mornings like now and then afternoons. Nah, it's just netcode, the wall tabs he has. Oh, he's way too late. Goodbye. Oh no. Oh, he's fast through the chicane. Sending it. It's quite consistent. Ah, he's gonna attack again. Annoying draft. Moin Astrid. Ja, war eine Überwindung, so ein bisschen wieder anzufangen, aber eigentlich macht's ja Spaß. Ja, gestern war die Generalprobe. Meiner Meinung nach mit Abstand das beste Auto auf iRacing momentan. Deswegen bin ich auch gerade wieder back, weil es einfach Spaß macht zu fahren. Going for it, doesn't look like it. You don't really risk death. I feel like the chicane, of course, there's only one way to get really fast through it. But when you slightly miss it, your car just bounces. But I've never died in a chicane, honestly. Car never really went randomly anywhere. Wait. Like this, it just jumps stupidly and then we lose time, but it's not death. Can you do NASCAR? I mean, yeah, I can, but I don't want to. I use 49% brake bias. Fix that open. Real life, I'm not racing anything right now. Retired real life driver. Was good. Maybe I have the opportunity now to drive away. Yeah, it's fixed. Plus 2 tenths in chicane. How's this race? So far, so good. SR killer? I'm still on 0x. Every single race I'm here is either 0 or 1x. Where do you even get off tracks here? I feel like this is good for SR actually. I mean, yeah, because of contacts, you mean, okay. Ah, fair. But yesterday I was not in the front. And it was mostly fine. The track is good, I like it. good on the chicane. Nice, good race. Was this my fault, the contact at the end? Ah, netcode. He's always sending it like through chicane. He gains so much time. I think entry of the chicane mostly. Here. Wow. Full send. So. Zack. 11. Let's go. What time is it? 12:25. Okay, maybe one more race. Do. See if the YouTube frogs said something. Yeah. Why you stay in third in the S's? Third. I guess. Ah, if Dan Moen is still here on YouTube, then I stay in third because I feel like it's perfect to just floor it because with 100% throttle through this corner, you gain rotation. Like this car, I feel like this car, this Porsche car, just like in real life, only really rotates well on full throttle. So for me, feeling wise right now, it's quite beneficial to be 100% on full throttle and not gain any more speed through that corner, because if I would gain more speed, then I would need to have go off the throttle earlier, lose my rotation, and then lose time overall. So right now for me, it's like full throttle, even though I'm in the rev limiter. So the car rotates a bit longer through being on throttle and then easing into the corner, brakes and everything. At least for me, feeling wise, it's like that right now. Maybe I just haven't figured out yet how to make it work with the fourth gear, but I just feel like fourth gear, you then get, because how the turn goes, too much oversteer while trying probably too much throttle. Um, yeah, and then also you're kind of too fast and wash out towards the off track of this corner. So that's basically why. I'm using third at the moment. Okay, Porsche Cup open. It's a crazy difference, participation-wise, yesterday to today. But I feel like it's always like that. Somehow it feels like Tuesday, no one is working. Tuesday is the Sunday or Saturday of everyone. Because Tuesday, the grids are always crazy. And then Wednesday, no one is really driving anymore. So, now the UI doesn't show up anymore. Weird. Not sure when I have to turn it off and on or off. Sometimes it's hidden, sometimes it's not. Um, okay, few laps. Oh, babes. Hey, wait, I have something to show again. Oh, how long my cable is. Oh, cannot show correctly. But I have company. Cable is not long enough to go close. P1 is always possible. With the little one. Wait, can I show this? It's a she, and she is now 2.5. Yeah, I think should be 2.5. She doesn't care if I brake hard, throttle hard, she's gonna just stay there. Beeps. Not to be disturbed. Yeah, it works for real. Uh, when we started having her and she started to get on my legs while driving, I was driving a lot more smooth. Alright, let's do a few laps. Yeah, maybe go alone on track. Eureka. Wait, did I by accident just select the only lobby where Yuri is in? Great. Hello, Natu. Hi. Lasse Buck. Noah Eder. Okay. Finally some names I recognize. Oh. Good morning. Oh, it's already afternoon, right? Well, everything that has a 12 before is still counting as morning. wind from the back or what in this corner? Maybe I have to start being professional and have a wind widget telling me where the wind comes from. What do I think about the track? I like it actually. In general, I'm a fan of street circuits. Last time. I also couldn't do it yesterday. But I was between first and second. Yesterday, first didn't really work, second didn't really work, but today, I don't know, it clicked. And the only thing I really do different, I think, is steer less through that corner. That helps quite a lot. Ah, threw away P1. Mid-pack Yuri arrived there. Yeah, it's so hard to really explain or like give tips if I don't know how you're driving, but you just have to drive, put a cat on your lap and drive with the smoothest, relaxed, most inputs you can imagine. Like especially the steering. I feel like if you have the steering right, that you're really easy into the corner, don't oversteer, don't steer too much, don't put too much degrees on, then the car just grips on the front tires. It's insane. Obviously, it plays also part how much you trail off. The more you trail off, the more you can steer. Um, but yeah, it's just immensely important to just be very smooth with the inputs on iRacing. Because yesterday I was still driving too aggressive, I feel like. And today it just, I don't know, just one night of sleep. That's usually how it goes, and it clicked, and then yeah, very easy. Like maybe now in the next qualifying session or in the race, have a look at my steering input, how much I'm actually steering, and double check how much you are steering to see if you're maybe steering too much, maybe you're going too fast, too aggressive into the corner. Because it's also very important to go like very slow into the corner to go with the grip of the tires. Because if you slightly overdo it, if you're too fast to turn into a corner, then you already are beyond the capabilities of your tires, and you never really regain that grip through the corner. So, yeah. But it's something you can actually then also feel in the steering wheel. Like then sometimes I hit a corner where my steering wheel goes exactly with the grip of the tire, and I'm like, holy shit, that's how you have to drive. Your Discord with Yuri? Nah, I don't think so. I wanna. That's too overwhelming for me right now. I just started streaming with reading chat and speaking and everything. Be overwhelming now to speak to Yuri on Discord, then have chat in view while driving and everything. No, not now. Also, we're enemies now. We are streaming enemies. We are battling for the most viewers. Yeah, yeah. That's the main issue. Like when you have understeer mid corner, that means you. I mean, of course, either are too fast into the corner, or you just put too much degrees of steering on too fast into the corner. On iRacing, it's very important to go with the grip, like this into the corner, not like on other sims or how you often see it's like try to be as quick and then somehow the tires grip at some point. iRacing, it's like slowly in, then you can go with the grip of the tires, and that gives you a lot of lap time. Let's go. And if anyone is interested, I also do coaching. So I have on my Discord, I have some informations written down. Since I am now quite comfortable and confident in the Porsche Cup, I can also offer like some Porsche Cup coaching if interested. Because I had some offers of like doing GT3 coaching on iRacing, but I haven't driven those cars in years, so I would not feel comfortable actually giving tips about that. But with the Porsche Cup, anyone is interested, um, yeah, there's coaching opportunities. Nah, Yuri, I'm chilling. I'm still too overwhelmed with just streaming. So streaming and talking to someone and driving too much right now. I tried it. I did like a charity race a few weeks ago. Um, yeah, I'm not. Let's say I'm not too happy about those tires or those physics. Sure, we can also do that. As long as it's in the Porsche Cup, that I can give you like also then obviously iRacing generally, but then also specifically maybe for the Porsche Cup. Sure, hit me up. Have a look on my Discord. I have a little message there how you can apply, or just shoot me a message, and we can yeah, see what we can do. It's not Xbox. Yeah. Or you can also do Rennsport on Xbox. Or Project Motor Racing. On Discord, I have questions. Well, Yuri's questions are being unanswered. That was already quite a decent up. See how much more tires I have in them for a second. Well, that wasn't it. shit.
There's the flag. It's over.
So, good luck. What's Lasse doing? No quali, I guess. Oh, he is doing quali. Fuck. Uh, I think I don't think I have the OLED. I think I have the previous version without the OLED. It's difficult to say really what is better. I very much liked triple, although you will have less good performance, less frames. Like you need a really good PC to run triple screen, especially 32-inch. I'm not really missing too much from my 49, except on iRacing where you don't have a radar depicting how close the car is next to you. It's sometimes very hard to judge and see where the car is. So oftentimes on iRacing I leave way too much space because I don't have a triple screen and I don't see the car right next to me. Um, so yeah, I feel like in general I like the 49 better. But on iRacing, especially if you only do iRacing, I feel like a triple screen is probably the better thing to do, simply because there's no radar in the game. VR, I mean, VR is nice to. It's very nice to have fun with for maybe half an hour, and then I feel like it's just annoying to have it sit right in front of your face for hours on end, right? Especially in summer, I would probably sweat so much into this VR goggles that I'm probably my eyes will be underwater at some point during driving. So yeah, I don't know. If you don't drive a whole lot, VR is probably fine. But if you really want to sit like me, that I have to drive hours on end every single day, or even if I just want to do like 4 hours of Porsche Cup, then I think VR goggles are quite exhausting. Okay, race setup in. We're good to go. Battle of the
The
Streamers.
estimated SOF is 4,932.
Oh, my front tires have no grip right now. What's happening? That's something I will not say right now. There's things I'm happy to share, but there's things I also try to keep for myself. Even though most people quite use quite the same setting for good starts. NBA, exactly. Oi, oi, oi. And Lasse had the same issue. Range 0 to 100. Makes sense. Nah, I'm sorry. There's, especially when you drive at the front, there's some things that are quite important, like the start in this car. And if some other people don't have it yet fully figured out, then... I mean, we're not driving for money here or anything, but you know, it's still... Don't want to give everything out. But yeah, it's quite easy to... Like, just do a few test starts, change this, change that, and you'll figure it out quite easily. And it's not only about the bite point, but then you have to also practice how you release the clutch, because that is probably the most important part of the start, how you release the clutch. Exactly. Okay. What happened? See if I'm fast enough to just run away. Would be lovely. Was anyone watching Lasse's stream? Game froze. Lol. Hey Sven. Ja, das waren witzige Zeiten damals, wo ich noch betteln musste, abends die Rennen mitfahren zu dürfen. War eigentlich immer ein straightes Nein, aber war jede Woche ein Versuch wert. Well, it's over. He's in the draft. Well, not too close. It must be possible to run away. Oh, 08. Yeah. Fuck. Ich benutze den Samsung G9 49 Inch 49 Zoll. It's over. It's fully back. Race from iRacing. iRacing has more of a complete package. Although, depends what you prefer. If iRacing now didn't have the Porsche Cup, I would say Race Room. If you prefer, for example, a bit racing with like older cars, like old DTMs, STC cars, then boom, Race Room for sure. Ich habe es vorhin mal kurz gesagt auf Englisch. Für iRacing ist, glaube ich, Triple Screen noch besser, weil man einfach kein Radar hat, aber für jedes andere Game finde ich Single Screen 49 Zoll besser. Yes, I'm still making a living with Rennsport. Well, it's not Rennsport only, but it's with sim racing, you could say. Still getting paid to drive fast. Everything. Every sim, iRacing, race room, the more ultimate, we do all. We are not restricted to Rennsport only. Brake bias 49. Yeah, if you drive the esports championships, then you can make money well, then you can make prize money, and us esports drivers get like a salary, yeah, to drive for a team. Set the brake bias, yeah. But if you pay enough attention, you could see the brake bias actually. On the bottom right it says brake bias. Although, I'm not sure if it maybe is cut off from the stream. OBS. Could be. I see the brake bias in my display in the car. Yeah, you need a bit more rear rotation for sure into corners. So it should help you. Makes it a bit more tricky in some corners, but pace-wise should be faster. Okay. It's over. Well, if you use it right, and if you have the capabilities, then BB is not subjective. It will... yeah. There is a BB setting that is always overall faster than other BB settings. Although one can argue that you can use different ones in the same speed, because if you want to be like perfect, then you have to drive a different brake bias every single corner. So yeah, if you have my brake bias, then that might be better in some corners. Your brake bias might be better in other corners. On some tracks it's more than on other tracks, but yeah. Generally, yes, it's true, it's a bit subjective. Casual drivers, yeah. For casual drivers, it's what they feel most comfortable with and do the least mistakes. That's true. Because you can say the brake bias, you can save half a tenth maybe, you know. But it doesn't do anyone good who then struggles with keeping the car on track and does then do more mistakes throughout the lap, because that loses you a lot more time than just driving a more safe brake bias. That is true. Man, what am I doing? This race feels like it's been on since 2 hours. Yeah, it's quite a different braking technique. Man, this race doesn't end. close now. I don't like that. Of course. That's how you lose a race. But I think he played it a bit fair. Because of his last move from the last race. Because he could have made it a lot harder for me here. Ah, he had oversteer, okay. Ah, okay. So he didn't make it easy, he had oversteer. Servus Noah. Warum? War gutes Racing. Ah, du bist sogar noch Dritter geworden. Let's see. Ah, yeah. The typical dive in here. Always works. Ah, good move. Very good move. Oh, that cut. It's full send over the curve. Nice. I had so much understeer or like oversteer that it. But that's, man, I love this new Porsche Cup because look how my car slides in front. Like just power oversteer up against the wall and it's fine. It's completely fine for the tires. You don't just spin away. Love it. Because that is what's fun in driving a race car, I feel like, to just push it out of the corner. And usually you can't do that with any other car in iRacing. Good racing. Great. So I see a lot more YouTube comments as well. I'm not forgetting you guys, I just don't have access to YouTube comments during the race. So I'm not ignoring, I just don't have uh yeah, any opportunity to read it. Ich benutze die Mozart-Pedale tatsächlich. CSRP2 heißen die. What setting do you recommend to use to have zero sun flare? No idea, because I feel like I still have a lot of sun everywhere. I just have lowest graphics across the game, I think. Könnte dein Vater sein, also so alt bin ich auch nicht. Racing next. What time is it? I have to be. Wait, I have to ask my dad because my dad is coming over later. So I have to see when he's coming. Dad. Let's see. 21. Nice. I haven't seen these iRating gains in years. There's downtime after the next race. Okay. I mean, it's 2, then it's almost 3. Yeah, yeah, one race I can still do. Yes, of course. Well, if it's in 30 minutes, does that mean I can do the next? There's no next race. Sad. Yeah, true. That's how iRacing works. It throws you out immediately when the servers go down, I guess. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, it's been fun. It was great. Streaming was fun, honestly. Because let me tell you, it was quite hard for me to press the live button again after such a long time. It's like going to the gym. If you haven't been for a long time and you want to start doing like fitness again or like gym, whatever, like so hard to get it starting again. Once you start and you're in, it's very easy to get it like let it go. But whew, yeah, sitting here and like, am I really want to go live or just drive for my own sake? That's it's hard to get going sometimes. Will you try PESC? I mean, there's no info about any PESC qualification yet, so I have no idea. If my schedule allows it, I will try, yes. But yeah. Well, no, I might try. I don't know yet. the car's a lot of fun though. So if I have time and don't want to do PESC, but I have time to do the qualifying series, then I might just do that out of fun, just like I did like 3 years ago. But we will see. First of all, we need information for um, a PESC series, because usually the qualification series would run already. Has always been through November, December, right? Anyways, what is Yuri doing? Does he know of the downtime? Is he gonna continue streaming?
Nothing showed that he was going to collect it at all.
Anyways, I think that's it. Um, then I actually have some time to go out running because the sun is also out. Sounds good. Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks to all the YouTube viewers as well. It's actually quite a few YouTube viewers throughout the stream. Like for most concurrent viewers were at 47 actually. But for YouTube terms, for my channel, that's quite a lot for being so inactive. So thank you everyone who was on YouTube. Thank you everyone who was on OG Twitch. And see you next year. Exactly. No, I will for sure. I'm very sure stream and drive these next days, weeks as well. Hopefully, unless there's some info about tomorrow French sport is starting again, then obviously not. But we will see. Sim racing esports schedules are dog shit, and we never know what we can do or how long we can do something for, yeah, for what time. Anyways, thank you everyone, and I guess see you tomorrow.